Since my invention and injection on earth, my whole intention unite cast through tracks, prepping my own ascension out to heaven yet. Though many people forget while we was left and still gasp and ask what's next. From only text I corrected knowledge, not to abolish but polish men and women to God, so we demolish our own division with godly precision. For all our missions living stable, so we keeping it locked in all positions. My hands raised as tears fell from my childhood stage, often afraid to speak the truth since it wasn't on page. We were enslaved and doomed inside a spiritual grave. My father took my package, easily wrapped it with all his magic. Live, breathe, and speak what I teach and you will have it. He showed a graphic, perfect vision with no static. Maybe erratic royal wisdom to speakers when we grafted. We lifted, started to step on air in our land, giving royal robes and stripped of the desires of man. That's what we needed under our feet men who were defeated. Females who lust after us show became heated. My voice is all that I have, that instrument I'm a master. Class swords with enemies hate sharpens it faster. Quote fathoms of words for men who live in shallow and still treated worse than killers and crooks inside of the gallows. Christ instructed me never speak lustfully of any item that was finite. It like he trusted me with a passion to reach lost kids in timely fashion. Speaking on life from prison and passing, never retracted for my own pain, but ascending worlds to gain. Only a piece of heaven given in seven was such a blessing that the power so great could be held in a smaller weapon. The illest of muscles help me eliminate struggles I'm never losing. Deepest words encrypted keep me moving for the ultimate. Quarter my calls minus my flaws, lifting me out of hell and away from the reaper's jaws. But not before I'm sent back to educate more, to lift them all the way out of the blood and the gore. My only mission, my destination, my situation, to reach the world, embracing the nation with innovation of an outcry of life, wisdom, and living proof. I'm ascending to pass up the torch to the youth. It's the purest of words, free of the cost, but they soft like a cup and it covers unto the law. But why the truth? So they can open their eyes and hypnotize with lies and snakes and fake with a real disguise. Who said it's true? Directly confirmed through God and you. Knowledge deeper than what higher scholars and used to. You think it's true? These days we're told in biblical scrolls, manifested on newsreels, played out by lost souls. I come forth, bringing a blade of his wrath in the paragraph, inscribing my life on an epitaph, made a divinely solid bone, never alone, cause in the fabric of my DNA, Christ is sown. This body's a vessel, it ends up pierced by metals and covered by rose petals, and in the spirit I nestle with my squad laying next to God, finding an art that we had clawed for what was flawed in a facade of modern life. I speak and fight through ink and graphite, and also type these words through a spiritual light. The rhymes that I speak, the knowledge I teach, is not me, but the spirit inside, displaying the divinity and breathing into me. The intensity through 7 centuries, bullets is missing me as I uncover ancient mysteries. Blessed be the only destiny that's left of me. My life written in books to describe my legacy. Through telepathy, my body transfigured and reborn, to educate the masses and tell them they've been born. What do I see? Envy, lust, greed, murder, and hate at a rate that obliterates the rights of my state. But see, when they be yelling blasphemy, I cause catastrophes with his mastery and his majesty, destroying pageantries of men who covered their death with every step. I collect men and women who refuse to be left. I bring the truth. It's the purest of words, free of the cost, but they soft like a cup and it covers unto the law. But why the truth? So they can open their eyes and hypnotize with lies and snakes and fake with a real disguise. Who said it's true? Directly confirmed through God and you. Knowledge deeper than what higher scholars and used to. You think it's true? These days been told in biblical scrolls, manifested on newsreels, played out by lost souls. I became slain the second I came nigh, attained a higher level of thought to shatter shackles and chains. Also my brain is an addition to mainframe to build a camp to make all they forces cease to remain. They feeding them death, I'm feeding them life through the advice and the mighty the graphite. Live as a sacrifice that gets replenished after the course of this body is finished. Our story told forever, so the truth won't diminish. Sporting the golden fleece containing the holy grail of peace. From his lips he spits life, unite the separate streets, making unique the path of identical men with math beyond anything you can ever choreograph. That's why we live in testaments to kill our pestilence with evidence of only president of everything that's even relevant to this dimension. But I'm spitting, causing ascension, part of Earth's crust, be fighting with heavenly intervention for the prevention of all souls, brutal dissension, incinerating my flesh is my spirit's truest intention. The reason I live, the truth that I give to all of his kids, is a mind state to never take the road that we did. We've been assembled to be utensils on instrumentals, making public the confidential, unlocking true potential that's never seen or even heard in any team. Time to wake up to reality, heavenly quit and dream. Why do you bring the truth? It's the purest of words, free of the cost, but they soft like a cup and it covers unto the law. But why the truth? So they can open their eyes and hypnotize with lies and snakes and fake with a real disguise. Who said it's true? foretold in biblical scrolls, manifested on newsreels, played out by lost souls. Into this life using primitive views and so confused, walking with man, the road broke in half. I had to choose the way I would lead my life in the way that I would take, filled with bigger victories and did near fatal mistakes. What I selected was a path perfected, also infected with the fallen and the ones who were calling but soon defected. We were scorned, ostracized by our peers, it's last born, chosen as leaders to speak to the class, and then swarm and grab cats, contacted by rap and artifacts. Never relaxed with the fate of the world, rest on our backs, and when we crumble, we fall to our knees. Our spirit stings when we raise our brethren with the medicine from the king. Endure scars, writing hundreds of bars as memoirs. We fight the war, break the bread and did worship under the stars. The nights are silent, nightmares are violent. Others get science on royal teachers and reaching for speaking to future clients. Yeah, we stay away in this world full of the fake and shadow snakes, and we patiently wait for God to state. Our rest of plate separate the flesh from the grace. We blaze swords manifested from physical vocal cords. My blood pours while detaching my enemies from this war. Battle was vivid. I found myself covered in crimson liquid. Became wise so I could spit it. The truth acidic. The Easter armors of foes who holding the scrolls. My mission's finished with the final departure of my soul. We rise to the blood in our veins, it runs dry. We rise to the ducks in our eyes, won't let us cry. We rise till we get orders to die from most high. We rise till we can't reach the sky for a reply. We rise to the blood in our veins, it runs dry. We rise to the ducks in our eyes, won't let us cry. We rise till we get orders to die from most high. We rise, we rise. Step with the likeness of only righteous soldiers who fight this. Critical, metaphysical warriors, that's how we write this. Bodies are lifted off of the field every day. The ones who slain in the war, yeah, we fight to convey divine thoughts to cure the sickness in every witness. Training body, mind, soul, and the spirit for perfect fitness. That's how I live this day to day, battling every struggle, taking these arrows and blocking these bullets with no trouble through the source of the Lord, the horseman of four. We want more. This war is vicious and it gets deeper than any core. That's why I rise and grab the mic, coded with light to develop your conscious mind, increasing your sense of sight. My road defines death in every sense of the word. We leading flocks while I'm noticing brethren in the herd of the lies, deception and hate. We contemplate the vital role, critical to angelical mind states, and concentrate on the fate of the world. For it's too late, enduring hectic every moment of life. We being tested, walking with my father's name on the sword. That's what we left with ammunition. That's according to the cause of all my missions. My life unfolds according to God's reason I'm living. We rise to the blood in our veins, it runs dry. We rise to the ducks in our eyes, won't let us cry. We rise till we get orders to die from most high. We rise till we can't reach the sky for a reply. We rise till the blood in our veins, it runs dry. We rise till the ducks in our eyes won't let us cry. We rise till we get orders to die from most high. We rise. Rise. Never escape death, but every day I wake up, I gotta fight it. 1,001 in the world's against us, that's how we like it. The price of my present and past and paragraphs, repping Christ with no use for a church in days last. How I love, nourish my soul to walk this road. I stay one in the word of our future from old scrolls. Fighting my war, I fell deep to my knees from newest scars. Taking these chains back, swords and our beatings from every bar. My eyes is black as I lay on my back. From all of that, and Christ comes and eliminates enemies from the map. That's when I rise. a divine lab. My dad sat with a pattern in an instance. He drew up blueprints for my existence. No assistance was demonstrated as God created my spirit, my soul encased in my flesh that I hated. Destruction date was documented way before time. Life had 7 preludes in the theater of his mind. His plan to make a man not a clone but individual. Abstract thoughts, brainwaves cosmically digital. Not a chameleon, but all things to all people. A soldier that serves only God with no equal. His mission statement to reach kids in the basement and way more with penthouse floors and wealthy placement, given the ability to rip clouds through a rod. Energy sources now in always gone. Alone or with a mind state that stays to himself, only desires microphones in advanced spirit health post holy bath. He must walk the narrow path and on the planet of his dad's apocalyptic wrath. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. Cybernetic, cybernetic, cybernetic. Yo, now that his spirit is complete and it's been thoroughly tested, it's time for him now to be physically manifested. Unique physique of 8 inches, 5 feet, sloppy dress, scars on his face with the puffy cheeks, given 2 eyes with the standard eyes, third eye to scope cameras and see through the lines of all spies. Average size, head, neck, standard issue chest, perfect fit for the vest of righteousness. Eye color transparent, connect with light, appears brown. Similar to skin color, resembles the planet's crown. Limbs and joints are comprised of holy stone, but man's scanners only read it as solid bone. At the base of the brain, there is a microchip position encoded and copyrighted with God's holy encryption. Not perfect, but susceptible to the world's data, but data erase will create a place to infiltrate it in a jump start. We need to spark up the heart with the Son of Man's blood cells to fuel every part. His body's done, now his packaging must look well. Let's divide him up between egg and sperm cell. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. His time is coming soon, we let the world tell him he's worthless. And God smiles, so this young man, he has a purpose. He'll fight curses, and through me write dope verses. Be another I can use to infuse my holy word with characteristics. Will always want the spotlight, but my chip won't activate until 14 on the mic. Sociality is friendships spanned around the world. No relationships to be built to speak to all worlds. His infantry stays in battle on the front line. Fights with the mic, with the sword to reach the blind. Kill those who come with anger with the words of the kind. When the enemy attacks, microchip activates. Elohim take control and the spirit navigates. Body parts start to take angelic formation, and Yahweh prevents all demonic penetration. He will be one of many to speak to other nations now that he's created. His shipping date must be stated, cause for 9 months 3 people on earth patiently waited. His shipping date is now finally here. It reads 2nd month 21st 83rd year. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. Cybernetic in a world that's synthetic. Labeled by the medics as average or pathetic. Selected to spill God's words that are prophetic. 77.7% angelic. Cybernetic, cybernetic.
I wish it was different, but a wish is only a wish.
born from a ray of his light with no identity. Dream stage create the world for many centuries. Force of infinity, divided through single entity. New patterns of life, restructured and bonded enemy to expand. Travel the land and help man. Make us all united and lighted so we can stand. Led by Christ as we move through this heavenly paradise. Breaking bread with for Israelite and Edomite. Destroying religion and man's rendition of mental prison. My second conception, verbals is used just like a weapon, helping me move through this modern day life and kill deception. Perfection is what I seek to embrace, to change the face of the world and the faith that I seek in the state of grace. When I think, when I get up and write with insight, taking my words to your heart, just walking in the light, bringing the wisdom and the science I grasp as time pass. Don't get lost in this life like the grain in that hourglass.
In my mind, discerning the heartless Babylon lies. In my eyes, the righteous resides in paradise. Chastise the snake eyes, they fall with the sunrise. With them time right, freedom within my pen line. In my mind, discerning the heartless Babylon lies. In my eyes, the righteous resides in paradise. Chastise the snake eyes, they fall with the sunrise. With them time right, freedom within my pen line. Who dare contest me, Father? Living in Abba, everything relevant in Natagwad. Cause of confusion, Inasiata, pray to me, Yaja. So if me hadn't summoned to love me, would hit me, Mara. True over karma. We what you sow into your day of Ghana. And the righteous will inherit the earth and live a power forever. Shaitan pleasing his Ephesians for the full armor. And living street preaching as you see them kamikaze bomber. No care who dies you, they try to put up in the coffin. So focus your conscience, no smoking the ganja. No marijuana, or me want to be married tomorrow. To avoid the lust and fornication and the acts of the harlots. Pardon me, miss me. For my existence, I praise Jehovah. And being me seeing these things, Yahweh bless me to know Jah. He's sending the king of the kingdom, push the devil over. The means of the lesson he bringing, so the season grow up. Discerning the heartless Babylon lies. In my eyes, the righteous resides in paradise. Chastise the snake eyes, they fall with the sunrise. With them time right, freedom within my pen line. In my mind, discerning the heartless Babylon lies. In my eyes, the righteous resides in paradise. Chastise the snake eyes, they fall with the sunrise. With them time right, freedom within my pen line.
Love unexplained, as knowledge manifests on this plane. My woman walk upon this earth with an exceptional brain. As we discuss patterns of time and then define the only purpose that God had for us to intertwine. It's transcendent, the spirit and lyrics one can imagine. Infinite eyes, visions be deep and better than passion. Everlasting, deeper on the train of thought. We connect minds, exchanging all the knowledge we taught to build a better life. Something that's deeper than love. Taking flight through this life on the wings of a dove. It's unexplainable. The heaven I seek is very attainable in this life. And then in the next, I try to gain it through righteous living. Bodies and vessels, souls, and I'm giving you nothing but just a lyrical truth and the simple wisdom of my sight. Speaking on life and grabbing the mic. The only purpose I'm seeking to write and keeping the fight. And loving the wife who grafted closer to heart, never depart. But the first love will always be thoughts.
In my mind, discerning the heartless Babylon lies. In my eyes, the righteous resides in paradise. Chastise the snake eyes, they fall with the sunrise. With them time right, freedom within my pen line. In my mind, discerning the heartless Babylon lies. In my eyes, the righteous resides in paradise. Chastise the snake eyes, they fall with the sunrise. With them time right, freedom within my pen lines.
In my mind, in my eyes, in my mind, in my eyes, in my mind, in my eyes, in my mind,
What, you thought we was finished? Yo, Tefari, Juice Lee, yo, Divine Species, Angels of Battle. Yo, we ain't fall off. Ascension LP, Ascension album. Yeah, 7 centuries. Bring it, yo, bring it. Yo, summon my name and watch calamity fall. Born abroad, consequences like the Kabbalah or strategy stall. Overpower any and every contest, leading to death. Your last breath expressed that I'm supreme in extreme scenes of war. Rituals practiced habitual by followers that's influenced by wise phrases. So many rages I motivate the mind along with military melodies. It's deep, especially they want us all dying eventually. But I'm a hand poetically, spreading wisdom prophetically, teaching people phonetically. So let it be known, you outgrown the ignorant song caught on symbolically. So logically, I taught you to link up the cosmic thinking, stupidity shrinking. We on the brink of a revolutionary breakthrough. Divine species shaking the heavens. You wanna battle with me? I put it into your section, the controller of life and death, known as God's secret weapon. Destroy death in his presence, they form the path of a storm. Healing the scorn, spoken the words of the firstborn. Encased in shells with destinations of heaven and hell. Destiny shell before we regenerate first cell. Wrath of the chosen, encoded with war, spiritually broken. Quoting the truth, language of God, bodies awoken. Living and knowing the narrow path that we take. The death that we face makes us a target, angelic grace. Giving weapons, born from the lips of the Most High. On my knees fighting death, unable to fully die. Even the spies will understand divinity's sacred plan. Only I clan comprehend truth written in sand. Body slain to the point you're immune to all pain. Formerly living life over again, and you gain knowledge of past, present, and future essentially. And instantly memories are recovered intensively. For centuries and millennia, we fight our own images in limitless form. Nobody knows who the winner is. Not projected holy. Process of life moving it slowly to the point where life is apparent and death won't know me.
In the year of the terrorists, you're just not prepared for this. High lethal arsonists, blowing up your colleges. Weeds all abolishes. This world's ran by savages. Culture caught marriages, lose government's bandages. Abuse the industry's advantages. Hire hitmen for manages. The DEA is growing cannabis. Find the weakest link that's affecting all of us. Hip-hop's a part of us. Unorthodox exodus. Them tearing no stress on us. We be pouring on the heat so the world is respecting us. As we prove to the people how much this means to us. I'm the third world knife in the alley you can't trust. You can try to throw a blow, but it contains no thrust. I'ma carbonate the track like steel begins to rust, and detonate the earth and reverse this to dust.
It's always tricky on whether I want to come in on or off. Because I don't know whether I want to come in or on or off. Come in early? Alright. No opposition with the spirit tactician, I state the mission to deconstruct the sinister members of the commission of world ways who envision the darker days. 1,000 years of misery, sadness, and deadly plague. First objective, connect with subject, don't be selective. My worst enemy is true sleep, not the collective. Most corrupt make attempts on my life to kill me often. Retaliate with force against them with no caution. The second, use the max as a means for the worst weapon. A large amount of people are born and die in oppression. It's better now we write and unite with ruthless aggression. Keeping the mobile units on tack for all discretion. The third, don't let the power from words fail to be heard. And organize your course with a fourth to be inferred. Make sure you lift them from out of their drift and show gifts. And visualize a plan of attack. That was the fifth. The sixth, to have spies on our side, keeping you wise on who play double sides in your camp before your eyes. 7, focus your time on divine to free your mind and liberate your soul so your inner spirit can shine.
It is spiritual, we ravel and unravel at all times. In the physical, we radiate thoughts you call rhymes. Combination of the two is indigenous to my finds. Facts, we spitting tax, special ops, open your mind.
My thoughts is rapid.
Special ops, open your mind.
My thoughts is rapid. Esoteric practice tactics beyond the dawn's golden gift and touch of spirits mystic. Combine science applied, whilst third eyes denies lies, corrupt myths. Embraced by millions, speak to me in century sarcastic habits. Promote divine magic, tragic, cultivate mind. Excel in heavenly form, it's a miracle understood. Should I suggest the quest for knowledge, eternal linguistics is verbal physics. What is it? Think you should master it through logic, liberal, leads to spiritual innovation, information, the final foundation of creation you couldn't see without imagination. Avoid indoctrination, the cause of devastation itself. My mental health is my only source of wealth. I move with stealth within the universe. My habitat is cosmic. Connect with me mentally. We travel higher frequencies. Reality, the dream of God is metaphysical, material. Understand the secrets of God and man.
Spiritual, we ravel and unravel at all times. In the physical, we radiate thoughts you call rhymes. Combination of the two is indigenous to my finds. Facts, we spitting tax, special ops, open your mind. Special ops, open your mind.
My communication is from God on high to behind the optics, engraving all the words that I say with a cosmic logic. My battalion is leading the charge on a flaming stallion, engulfing waking hearts with an art of lyrics dousing on hell's flames, who exclaim they lost slain and campaign to untrained men who were once sane. Since the catastrophic burst of this life, I'm seeing pestilence. They watch for the cure on inside without the evidence. Prevalent how we merge in the streets to speak peace and do it even after our brain and our actions see. Infinite cycle, revolving our universe, not disciple. Enemies, our infantry trying to pilfer the title. Souls darkened, but we keep it marching with skulls marking. They head in their chest and their waist with the fire starting. I'm hit, but the show's face through to blaze through the snakes who unsure of their faith in a fake few. The real is only left when it clears in gold tears. Regenerate the fallen oppressed who face fears. Unrest with these world police who seek defeat. I'm transported back, but my mission's never complete. Manifesting the blessing, I live it, the words vivid. Lifestyles emitted through speech that stays scripted to it. Experience life through the lips of a writer, the hands of a fighter in control of my soul. And I'm like an avid speaker, prolific teacher, ready to reach it through the native language. I fluently speak, coming to seek a better way for the children, turning astray. And I live what I write to my bones, ride it away. Let it be known and inscribed, our tongues right in our lives. Careful of the deadly words that you use. Open your eyes to evil men and women, plotting innings for your beginning. Envision you turning away from truth, spirit descending and disintegrating. A life and death situation, manifesting the real through the oral representation. Tongue touted as a living weapon, mixed with aggression. To live through the stories I speak, to teach a lesson. Through the trials of this life, we often speak when we write. Live through the sight, moving from the dark to the light. Here to unite the world through the use of a mic. With scrolls crucial to souls, leading destiny's fight. Through the trials of this life, we often speak when we write. Live through the sight, moving from the dark to the light. Here to unite the world through the use of a mic. With scrolls crucial to souls, leading destiny's fight. With verbs intact, we play it back with real facts. Preparing for war, we acting out tracks to break backs. With lyrical tax, we lift cats, within the backstab. We calling up the Hollywood places to lay traps for the weekend and unaware. Living with empty stares, 1,000 testaments from their spirits to brittle air. And this is where you break through the spirit and time there. The oral implications of life resides there. Below the mind inside of the brain contains light. A written and possessing reflection of true sight. Partially based on what intention to open it in your face. A lifestyle of living, your wishes is what you make. And demonstrate every day on a norm that lay fate. Choose the words of the wise and revise your mind state. For universal health, finding the truth within yourself. Using verbs as your ammo to gain spiritual wealth. Through the trials of this life, we often speak when we write. Live through the sight, moving from the dark to the light. Here to unite the world through the use of a mic. With scrolls crucial to souls, leading destiny's fight. Through the trials of this life, we often speak when we write. Live through the sight, moving from the dark to the light. Here to unite the world through the use of a mic. With scrolls crucial to souls, leading destiny's fight. My life was given to lift the disguise of living lies. To tell people to stop looking the skies for your replies. Teaching a child with a singular thought, it's hard fought. A struggle every day to give knowledge through onslaughts of evil ways. Free the prisoners and the slaves. United when we clenching our fists, our hands raised. To liberate the souls of the fallen out of their graves. And tearing up the road of perdition that death made. Walking the revolution, killing serpents with a solution. The most prolific verse to disperse the world confusion. Weapons of choices, a tongue and a graph and vocal math. To vanquish evil plots on the spot to lay a path for the men and women willing to learn for long term how to deal with these existences of stress and not burn. My eternity was written in scrolls and foretold in the pages of my life and the path my words shows. Through the trials of this life, we often speak when we write. Live through the sight, moving from the dark to the light. Here to unite the world through the use of a mic. With scrolls crucial to souls, leading destiny's fight. Through the trials of this life, we often speak when we write. Live through the sight, moving from the dark to the light. Here to unite the world through the use of a mic. With scrolls crucial to souls, leading destiny's fight. Question, yeah. Yeah, what? I'm writing a poem. My knowledge to your brain, see it jump from out of your frame. Walk away from society's gain and start living for self. Put the system on shelf. Stay awake to the ways of the wicked whose hands dealt these fatal blows. Breaking something more to your nose. I go deeper and explain why I'm fighting in these clothes. Sweat covers my face as I never forget the reason I picked up this pen, aiming to bring in the light for one purpose, to bring all the people up to the surface. I'm fighting for the next man's life who's deemed worthless in these endless days. I only try to convey what's real in your lifetime and what can stand in your way. From the cats who only want you to struggle with their troubles to the laws who complicating your life with riddles and puzzles. It's a never-ending battle I rage with mad rage, bringing life plus a little bit more to even the score. What you fighting for? What you fighting for? I'm fighting for the higher cause, getting my life and yours and fast forward and never pause. What you fighting for? I'm fighting for the blessing of life, to speak to the whole world via the tongue and the mic. What you fighting for? It's to get out of my hell. A million stories that we live, but very few we can tell. What you fighting for? Never reminisce, I spit to escape the abyss. The single rhyming activist, only way to exist. Deep in the mist, surrounded by ignorant misfits who invest their time and they keeping their wrists slit. Diligent while I'm patiently waiting and elevating the man who's been craving for something that's stimulating to inner soul. Before his story was told, he was enlightened and heightened by God to take control. Find a resolution, kill nonsense and all confusion. We're speaking that defy the text and persecution, to raise out the garbage and hell and live right. Perfection personified with presence that has sight and hunger for more. Take the earth and crest to the core, ceiling the floor, mountaintops and peaks to the shores. Never ignore the poor who be fighting these wars in the trenches. From platforms speaking to park benches. I live this every way that I write, but it's not the sense of the reason I fight. So keep it tight. What you fighting for? What you fighting for? I'm fighting for the higher cause, getting my life and yours and fast forward and never pause. What you fighting for? I'm fighting for the blessing of life, to speak to the whole world via the tongue and the mic. What you fighting for? It's to get out of my hell. A million stories that we live, but very few we can tell. What you fighting for? Every battle intense and everything you do to prevent your second defense from falling only leaves me convinced. The reason I'm sent to dispense abundant offense, to kill the suspense, so let the revolution commence. I wrestle the press with my personal tussle, but then I rustle my strength and initiative muscle to win the scuffle. Cause it's fights for the young and the old, weak and the bold, the ones who be sleeping in streets, killing and cold. Stories untold, spitting to show my heart with a glow. Even though someone aspired to higher their mind flow. Contest goes beyond what I rap and how they act, cause I ask that you can't seek the facts wherever you at. Pick up the book and start unifying, solely defying the laws of the wicked and power who be relying on unintelligence, relevance, speaks almost benevolent. Who gave me the sword and the pen to try to extend my hand in the world and befriend before it ends. What I'm fighting for? What you fighting for? I'm fighting for the higher cause, getting my life and yours to fast forward and never pause. What you fighting for? I'm fighting for the blessing of life, to speak to the whole world via the tongue and the mic. What you fighting for? It's to get out of my hell. A million stories that we live, but very few we can tell. What you fighting for? MS, what you fighting for? To ask the world what they fighting for. Yo. Ontologic, what you fighting for? What you fighting for? Yeah. Cincinnati, what you fighting for? Divine species, what you fighting for? Found myself torn between two worlds and two identities. One with the goal for white, the other for infinity. In a vicinity, see demonic forces and entities. We part of infantry, moving divine chemical symmetry. I fight my fleshly desires for seasonal joy and employ the knowledge of God to vanquish decoys from physical birth and spiritual depth of Jehovah's breath. What's left is not light, eternal rest for the flesh. When spoken in word, through peaceful verb, minus the nerve. We refer to dreams deferred as gospel occurred. Walk with depression on my shoulders for months and days and nights. Seemed like it was a stable part of my life. to the hand that Christ came forth and gave me insight on a real world true reality, riddled with casualties, not physically but mentally, lyrically. We essentially were chosen, left for the carpet of a path was woven, but never spoken. Out of the mouth, but seen in events, make faith intense, deep in the sense I can't put convince and free the minds of the slaves for the rest of our days. Foretold, heroes of men and women that saved, who were regarded as men who were cursing and insane, but the truth was revealed when man's spirits burning in flame, and our bodies return to the earth from whence it came, and we physically meet God on the spiritual plane. From the heart to the brave, we resurrected from grave. We conquer and speaking the truth to the end of our days. From the heart to the brave, we resurrected from grave. Satan pays his war waves with paper cuts from the blade.
Came to manifest as a death, save your breath. Get the word weapons correct to protect from fiery darts and the thorns of the flesh. Guard the heart, armor, cover the chest with the breastplates of righteousness. Still a faith in. Start bullets like Matrix in 8 places. One sacred and praising, thoughts relating. Protected with the helmet of salvation. When thoughts pacing in narrow spaces, when wicked chasing. Feet shod in the pursuit of peace, laced with the good news crew. Move towards renewed states with patience. Loins girded with truth like tight on our waist. And holding up the sword of the spirit. Only fearing in Jehovah where the life is beginning. Jesus Christ, the God, the life, the thief in the night, the way in the light, slay the dragon like worthy for praises. In our Father we have bragging rights, pass up passions like passengers in life, and to be passive is a passion. From dust till dawn, you're gone to ashes. My fashion, the armor of God, the wicked they receive the rod, they came to see me now. Someday I'll marry, no woman, no cry. On job be her focus, so I know she don't die. Look, who dare contest unless some focusness makes them coast and steps abroad. Caught a clinic epidemic, non-authentics of the false facade. You thirsty? Here's another sip of live agua. You thirsty? Here's another sip of live agua. You thirsty? Here's another sip of live agua.
A crucial combination of wits, guided by my passion to spit. Lyrical content, submit so foes know it's intense. My presence is known to wit beyond a physical sense. Over tracks, extract facts, found in the lines of written lies. So many guys try to find God, but why? My reply is to comply with the thought that's inside. The spirit inside, recites and decides, balance the sides. Open your eyes and analyze what's really divine. Notice the life's a circle, equals eternal cycles create. Build, destroy, and pour the universe is always a cause. Even if it's God or the purpose of your squad, this is deep. Parables told, ignorant souls asleep. Before I wake them up, prepare minds for war. Reverse the curse they try to cast, and we won't suffer no more. And if they try to deprive the God mind, we will survive, release and grant eternal punishment. Watch devils die. From the heart to the brave, we resurrected from graves. We conquer and speaking the truth to the end of our days. From the heart to the brave, we resurrected from graves. Satan pays his war wage with paper cuts from the blade. Satan pays his war wage with paper cuts from the blade.
Satan pays his war wage with paper cuts from the blade.
My waste of time, accented through techniques of the mind, personified with women who came through the divine way of speaking, communication, shrouded in prowess, angelic light so bright it blocked out the foulness, to cloud the specific mission with infatuation, anger and pain and shame, plus tons of frustration and fornication, leading to the evaporation of my soul, my destiny plus my heavenly goal, out of control. My life spins since the beginning of being susceptible to women who were pretending to love or even befriending me out of their pity and abandon me at the drop of a hat. And soon forgive me, it was written. The path that I take, I walk alone until the day I forever pour with this microphone, endure a heart of scars. Idle talks to night stars to deepen my passion and lengthen my royal memoirs. Gave it my all, and in return nothing but tainted memories. My wasted time was spent being blind. This is my history. My wasted time trying to alter a life that's not mine. Going after women after my sights who sideline me from living. Rearrange the timeline, asking divine why I'm giving my soul and my sweat a lifetime. First situation was more of an occupation, making calls and night, dramatizing my dedication to a fake love and lust, demonstrating mistrust, doing everything for nothing, thinking she was enough. Made in my world, living a lie, willing to die. Forgot about the truth, captivated by evil eyes, cause they changed with all the time lost that I try to find. And to this day she speaks and she still always reminds me of what I wasted. what I wouldn't have tasted, and the curse that had been following my life, I would have faced it. Implanted in my heart and my soul, harboring hatred, leading me to a communist life with only base. But I left it intense, the path of a chosen prince, to walk the earth and get a whole world my 7 cents. But I know my time's spent, I can never regain. It was in vain, but the event in my heart I still retain. Yo, we are who we choose to be. Remember me as I give you the accounts from one man and a legacy. My wasted time trying to alter a life that's not mine. Going after women that's in my sight to sideline me from living. Rearrange the timeline, asking divine why I'm giving my soul and my sweat for lifetime. Wondering why I sit and waste my life on these lies. It's like living the same story with a different disguise. A vital timing, I could have spent rhyming or maybe climbing a ladder of success and suppress the women's whining. I'm always left with nothing but shame and regret buried deep inside my thoughts. So I never forget my true objective. From a writer's perspective, I use collective energy and mad intellect to stay protected of these wicked women who target me to see my ending. Stay amazed at how I keep getting up and defending the only reason I live and the reason I write, and that's to sift through the garbage of harlots and parasites to find my goal. The only missing piece of my soul, my living equal, that's with me till my blood runs cold. Let it unfold in the realm of my mind. My wasted time, a story that's presented through rhyme to help the blind. My wasted time trying to alter a life that's not mine. Going after women that's in my sight to sideline me from living. Rearrange the timeline, asking the why I'm giving my soul and my sweat for lifetime. I wasted time trying to alter a life that's not mine. Going after women that's in my sight to sideline me from living. Rearrange the timeline, asking the why I'm giving my soul and my sweat for lifetimes. What I was placed in was a personal pit with only my gift to uplift me out of the burdens that's on the list of the problems that I got with my life. Amidst the strife and the agony I bring to the table is paradise. To my enemies to see my life crumble and watch me stumble, keeping my true actions a riddle inside a bundle. A jumble thoughts contrived through madness. I grasp this reality and make it my own and try to pass this knowledge that I know in my soul. It keeps me whole, stops you from killing the dream. Also, the wiser road, cause if I fail, then a part of my body is lost with it. My brain removed along with my soul attached to it. It's no longer an option. Often than not try. I'd rather make it and die than not and live a lie. It's not about wants and hopes and glitz and clam. It's all about educating the unfortunate man. They live with sickness, only to witness horror inflicted by the evil that's been prescripted and then predicted by men of old times with stories and rhymes and parables unbearable for average minds to define. I'm dropped in this without nothing left, with only my breath and intellect to help me eject out of this sect and trek out the personal pit to make me wise so I can bring the demand for the truth of this outcry. Whether it's blood or it's liquefied light, I'm here to fight. Whether I see tomorrow or whether I die tonight, I'm in this. With a body that's broken and soul is stone, it's God's words that I freeze up my hell with this microphone. Whether it's blood or it's liquefied light, I'm here to fight. Whether I see tomorrow or whether I die tonight, I'm in this. With a body that's broken and soul is stone, it's God's words that I freeze up my hell with this microphone. I'm awakened, the only tears in the grass and body is stressing. Treaded through casualties and bombarded with many questions of what I'm doing, what I'm planning, and what I'm thinking. Cause most of these cats with burdens like mine resort to drinking. I'm linking together thoughts and the visions and all that I'm giving and keep me from dying again and out of prison. Bloodstained tracks and hunger impact on how I act. Crimson tats that was left on my hand help me attack through the darkness. Regardless of heartless around, my spirit is down. People with knowledge is found from going through it and studying deeper. Avoid the reapers and race. I continue to race and seek the face and erase the hatred is triggered by the disgrace of what was done, not only by me, but all of the other ones who strayed the path and walked on their own and faced a wrath unspeakable. How many have lived through the war path that managed to bring the science and all the defined path. I hold tight to what I now have, paying my path with President past, locked in the lab, writing for dad, ready to grab you out of your seat to teach the class. Whether it's blood or it's liquefied light, I'm here to fight. Whether I see tomorrow or whether I die tonight, I'm in this. With a body that's broken, the soul is stone, it's God's words that I freeze up my hell with this microphone. Whether it's blood or it's liquefied light, I'm here to fight. Whether I see tomorrow or whether I die tonight, I'm in this. With a body that's broken, the soul is as stone as God's words that I freeze up my head with this microphone. I treaded through it, the fire and flames, walking alone in this struggle only helped me attain fuel from the pain, gain strength in the bumps and the cuts, scarring me up, readying me for the ways of these people who stay corrupt. They try to break me through my parents and friends, trying to bend my will and take my face so I can never transcend. I stay alone in my room with some pen and the lighting on, in the beat to the next track playing through speakerphone, picture my mental beyond limitations. My destination is outside the pit, using spiritual elevation, never missing the moment to ride, breaking the blocks and getting out of this hell with all the strength that I got. Staying focused as I'm walking away through mutilation, rebuilding my body from spirit out through education, wiping my hands in the blood on my face, lying awake, shrugging off all of the beatings I take along with the hate. I contemplate a way to stay straight and elevate to the peace of my personal heaven before I break. Whether it's blood or it's liquefied light, I'm here to fight. Whether I see tomorrow or whether I die tonight, I'm in this with a body that's broken and soul is stone. It's God's words that I freeze up my hell with this microphone. Whether it's blood or it's liquefied light, I'm here to fight. Whether I see tomorrow or whether I die tonight, I'm in this with a body that's broken and soul is stone. It's God's words that I freeze up my hell with this microphone. From sunrise to sunset, pictures are altered every second, still frame. My emotions are captured just to collect events that were filed in the past, present the last. From this moment you were born to this moment's previous gas, you begin growing, living and dying the same time, changing like the cellular structure when you recline. In the instance, we distance the measurement of events or emotion. It's time's definition within a sense, stays mobile, but idle through people in different seasons. A mindset of going nowhere is what you're perceiving in childhood. You were told that the sky's the limit. As a teen, you were clouded with clicks who gave you limits. You get older, the stars grow far and the world is colder. It's still the same places your mother would take the stroller. It's strange how our planet's the same, but people change in the world that they think needs to change but stay the same. Every life's a revolution, moving from start to finish, only to replenish. They slide on the clock, the time diminish. Let it be the perfect moment that's allotted to me, so I see my whole existence divided in three. Let it be the words that I say get sparks in the dark to live hearts affect lives through this musical art. Let it be the only reason I was getting to give and put in this. Let your full mind just come into grips for what's at risk. Let it be. Let me reanimate from my celestial wake and educate my son who's the future of me, the only one who coexists. The seed of a specialist with normal but balance roots of the father of the lyricist. To the beginning of this time that we go back from tomorrow to early years of writing and quotes the many sorrows. A love and repercussions of love and what it was. Let it affect his observation of life and what he does. It was never mixed or added unto or tampered with. The same love that brought him in this, it still exists like the same hate. It lives and it changes in different forms. It manifests itself in your life when you were born. Never noticed until the first time you've been scorned. Try to avoid it cause it cuts deep and it rolls thorns. For me to treat my seed as my child, we face trials. From the record that I keep in my mind that stays filed. My time is only measured in rhyme and redefined as I ask will you live in the past or future time. Let it be the perfect moment that's allotted to me, so I see my whole existence divided in three. Let it be the words that I say get sparks in the dark to live hearts affect lives through this musical art. Let it be the only reason I was getting the gift and put in this. Let your full mind just come into grips for what's at risk. Let it be. Every tick in the moment speaks from a chance of atonement. Your choices that you make or your biggest opponent. Simplify or you living to die and question why you get no response from the sky. Living on lies, the foundation. Unstable your faith is in situations. Present in memory, now you're dealing with time you waste. It never returns like the wood in the fire that's burned. Take from the past and use it in the future you learn. To guide this way through this life of direction, minus oppression. From experience and caught in the cold depth of depression. It's my sorrow that I live for all time, lucky to shine. Complacent with my life as I cradle it through these rhymes. Paper's my cover, the pen is my sheet. Christ is my heat, my pillow is the comfort and truth of my vocal speak. Whatever dimension, it's time to take part in your own ascension and lift out the personal hell. It's my intention. I was birthed from the grains of the earth and given worth and transformed to the water with thirst to be the first and warm from a liquidy form to stay on. Take heed as the thunder uncovers a new storm. Into your mind, be formless, shapeless,
Either go, or I'll execute you now. Now you saved my life twice. I won't forget. And we'll meet again. Goodbye.
We hunted and killed for what we bleed. From our lyrics and the language to what we read. Trying to reach the sea through this barren dirt. Digging through rugged earth, I go berserk. Steady fighting ignorance that's at work through all my people. No matter what's in, I'm ready to end this world and begin it again. Minus societies and organizations, I'm contemplating on true elevation. Through mental creation and symphony within your mind. If I can reach it in time, with help of divine, we speak to divine. The reason we climb through the barracks and gutters, the shooters and cutters, even conniving sisters and brothers. We seek to uncover truth that's been smothered by lies, leaving you hypnotized. That's in my statement. Before we fall deaf, we was linked together in basements, ready to mobilize, making the layman wise with the commission, reaching the world disregarding their jurisdiction. They sentence a conviction in every term to reach the globe, so every man can learn and discern the wisdom from wicked and never forget it. So let it pass from the first to the last, cause every second's critical from the cost of the gas. I ask that you grasp the concept of what I'm spitting, let it be written on stone tablets. Publish my words inside of my casket and let it pass with every story until this time is no longer drastic.
Time is like a freeway with an infinite line. It's like a freeway from the past to the future. However, nothing to the same past and to the future. However, nothing to the same future. Time is like a freeway with an infinite number of lanes, all leading from the past into the future. However, nothing to the same future.
Envision this parable, your life is a box, open a paradox, unlock hidden plans embedded so deep within the sands. Woman and man travel to a different land, out of space, cosmic wind shifts time, they end up in the same place, planting your ranch at last. They come together to breed, now we behold a race of species with new degrees of intellect. Teach, collect the info, it's first the kids have no conscience of thought. How were they taught? Imagine you in 2 rooms, traveling back and forth, storage rooms, consume information now without hesitation, distinguish the representation of the conscious room. Knowledge rooms assume the mental position, memories just to at the glimpse, gently gliding the subconscious. Now if you felt that was emotions, notion of locomotion as you're taught to ask questions, lessons learned. But when you listen, look at the cycle of life, all of our essence is energetic, so genetically we move forward perpetually, especially when you realize and analyze the union of mind, body, and soul. Similar story told to approaching natives who demonstrated destructive but yet seductive manners, in turn forming the patterns they scatter at the sound of our voice. Wisdom reflects light, so our presence is bright. They run from fright. Oh my God, these people must mistake us for Christ. This is critical. Come back, I said we're better than that. Division is what we lack. I praise you know how humble is that.
Time can only be fully understood by an observer with the godlike gift of infinite regression. Could you explain infinite regression for us?
Natives backtrack on past thoughts. Together we caught on to what went wrong. Read along history's mysteries. Mind control since the days of old. Unroll scrolls folded like origami. Remind me to rearrange the frame of mind as you time. If you shine, consume lies, bribe society. Guys with tight eyes recognize snake eyes who hide behind the scenes. Material things, a smoke screen. But me and my team intervene above and beyond. This world's movie screen gets scientific, but yet prolific. Constantly switching, suggesting expansion of life. The mind's greatest weapon. The deepest question, never deny logic. Rewind my line, go back in time, reap the profits, gain knowledge, invest in false like stock. From a wise quote to remote parts of the mind is infinite. Elevation take place in all directions. Quantum leap participated, practical, non-fictional, simple but visual. Content is comprehensible. Souls produce digital feedback. Need that, critique that, check, recollect the blueprints to make sure it's isometric. Lyrical vest and architects in the same respect. Eon text, really be blessed. The line of time present with the epic. What?
For all the films I'd be more than happy to. As a matter of fact, I came prepared to do just that. Now here's a painting of a landscape. Now the artist who painted that picture says something is missing. What is it? It is I myself who was part of the landscape I painted. So he mentally takes a step back or regresses. has regressed to the point of infinity, and himself becomes part of the landscape he painted, and is both the observer and the observed.
Well, now, in that peculiar condition, what would he be observing? What would he be observing? What would he be observing?